sometimes in life, in our day-to-day life, as well as our overall life, we just need to find the exit from something and the entrance into something else. Often, it can just be an exit from something. You don't necessarily need to lead in to anything else. You can just enjoy that you've taken that exit from something, just knowing that something else may come, or you've freed up time for something else. You don't need to always fill the time. But going from one thing and consciously going from that thing and leaving it, and leaving behind what you need to leave behind, is important. From endings we have beginnings, always. Beginnings will inevitably lead to endings of something as well. It's completely natural that without the opposite of anything, the first thing can't occur. I am consciously stepping forward out of one thing and purposely stepping forth, not necessarily into something else, but into space, into something that gives me peace, allows me time. Something might come of it, something may not. It may be filled from one thing to another, but I'm going to enjoy that space for now. I'm not going to rush to fill with anything. I'm going to take my learnings from what I'm stepping out of, and I'm going to sit with those learnings, and I'm going to sit with me, and I'm going to take forward what I want to take forward, leave behind what I want to leave behind. Just be very conscious of what has occurred in my life, not just recently, but in the past few years, or, you know, perhaps situations that are recurring and things that maybe I thought were going to happen, and maybe they're still in the process of happening. Maybe they're still going to step forth into something. Who knows? Sometimes you've got to let go, surrender, to see what naturally occurs, what's out of our hands, rather than trying to force things and guide things too much. I think I do that sometimes, just guide things. See what happens. But part of entering these 50s was about just letting go. You know, I said to people I wasn't going to set a challenge as such for my 50s. There wasn't going to be a 50 something in my 50s, or at least one I wasn't going to broadcast. You know, I was just going to see what happened, find out what those 50s were about for me, what would come naturally. And there's things I'm following in this 50th year that are important to me, really important to me. And probably not important to anybody else, but that's okay. You know, at the end of the day, it's my 50th year. It's me that gets to experience it all, see where my mind is, see where my heart is. That's something I'm interested in this year. My mind has driven me, propelled me, probably right through to this point, and now it's my body's come into play a little bit the last few years. It's kind of had to, with one thing and another. And the next stop this year is my heart. See what my heart has to say for itself. See how it feels, see what it has to say, see where it leads. It's a good one, I know. I do have a good heart. And now it's time just to see what it has to say and what it has to do. I'm excited to see it all. What are you excited today about? Do you have endings and beginnings and endings, or leaving things and space appearing, or perhaps you're going straight from one thing to the next? What's your focus this year? Lots to think about in this one, eh?